Hello, cowboys and cowgirls. I guess in polite world you have to say cowgirls also. So anyway, I'll be testing horses in Red Dead Online in this video. I'll check stamina drain rate and running speed of different horses, and not only horses. So at the first test I was riding Missourian Fox Trotter, this pretty expensive horse for $1,950. It was bonded till level 4, don't look at the picture, and I was using Mother Hubbard saddle for $300. Anyway, I was just riding by this road and wasn't restoring stamina on my horse. This is important. So I was riding for about 4 minutes until my horse ran out of stamina and declined to do this anymore. So we're gonna use this 4-minute time as an etalon to compare with different conditions. In this next test I was riding same horse, same saddle, but with a deer on its back, so it should run out of stamina faster. And yes, it took 3 minutes 13 seconds to be out of stamina, which is 20% faster than in first test. In test number 3 I decided to feed my horse with this special horse food. Receipt worth 400, and I must say it's not worth it at all, but why I'll tell later. So it forces our statuses and we can run for longer, because when we run out of the stamina bar, it won't use your status. For about 1 minute you can ride more. So as a result I was riding for almost 5 minutes, which is 20% more than in a test number 1. And now the most important test of this all. I'm going to restore my stamina when I can, by cooldown. To do so you have to press left stick, and it restores some percentage of your max stamina with cooldown of 18 seconds. And I believe this cooldown is same for any horse, because I had same result on my cheap, or even better to say free horse, Kentucky. And you know what? It restores more stamina than you use, so you can ride basically forever. And it leads us to our next point. And I tested this with a cheap saddle and had same result. So with a good horse, which has more than 7 out of 10 bars of max stamina, you can run forever. You don't need saddle, you don't need special food for this horse, you just don't need it. It's a waste of money. Just get some decent or good horse and increase it bonding level to 4, and you're good to go for riding forever. And now you're probably saying, yeah, but my Arabian is super fast and my super expensive saddle gives me even more speed, so I'm riding like a Ferrari anywhere. Okay, then check this out. I was testing my free horse Kentucky with no saddle at all on this perfect road near the roads, because there is this like a track before mentioned. So I'm going to test it and compare to my 1000 horse with a $300 saddle. So we are riding and I was feeling like, yeah, this horse is so slow, I'm barely moving, and you know what, wait for results. So I was tracking only distance between the start of the road and this arc, or I don't know, this gate that I crossed so far. It took 24.7 seconds with Kentucky. Now let's test my Fox Trotter, which has this 2 bonus points of speed. And you know what, while I was doing this test right after I tested Kentucky, I felt like I'm riding like a hurricane, super fast, and I was like, wow, that's the difference. That was worth this $1.2K. But you know what, it's only 23.7 seconds, 1 second difference, only 5%. And I remind you that I have 9 out of 10 points in speed. while in previous tests I had only 3, but the difference is only 5%. Now I'm going to test same Fox Trotter but with deer on my back. Spoiler, it runs only by 6% slower than without it. So it affects, but not too much. But I want to discuss this whole situation. So spending tons of money on your horse and saddle, you're not getting that much of profit, really. You don't need this maximum stamina, you don't need this extra bars in speed. First, because it won't work in races at all. But even in a free roam, when it works, it has no real difference, and you will never see this difference. So, you know, all these videos, best horse, best saddle, now I'm fast as hell. That's a bullshit. I'm sorry for my Russian, but you know, it's not worth it. Just go and buy some military horse or working horse, because they at least don't afraid of crocodiles so much if it's working as intended. And buy some good looking saddle. It doesn't need to be super expensive. You won't see the difference of this 5% in running speed like ever, and you'll never get run out of stamina. I also tested whether bigger saddlebag gives you more inventory slots for your saved costumes. So I bought this and used it, and yes, I got 5 slots for my costumes instead of 3. But this mechanic is bugged, because after I rejoined game I still had 3 slots for my costume. So what you gonna do then? You have to go to the shop or to the garderobe at your camp, I hope I said the right word, and again reset your costumes to be on your horse, and then it will fix this problem. For long, I don't know, I really don't know. This is one of the bugged and working weird stuff. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this test, and I hope you'll find them useful. So thank you for your attention and for good comments, by the way, and likes, and see ya later.